1958. The age of the diesel has begun. No longer does a driver have to spend hours waiting for the steam to build up. All he has to do is fill up the oil and turn the key, and the engine is ready. They will soon overtake the obsolete steam engines, and are the future of the British Railway. Gentlemen, I present to you the BR Class 28, the newest diesel in our fleet.
Oh yeah, very interesting.
Hello, mate. You must be one of the new diesels.
Why, yes I am. What's your name?
They call me Vulcan, and guess what? I'm a new diesel too.
Oh, really? I don't have an official name, just a number.
What about Kobo? That is your wheel configuration.
That sounds a bit awkward.
Yeah, you're right. How about BoCo?
That sounds better. I like it.
Then BoCo it shall be. Ugh, what a filthy object.
I know, but I guess that's why we're here. We are the replacement.
Exactly. We diesels are revolutionary.
Oh, hello, D5702.
You don't have to say that anymore. I have a new nickname, BoCo.
BoCo? What kind of a stupid name is that?
I reckon he got that name from his wheel arrangement.
And who are you supposed to be?
My name's Jerry. Nice to meet you.
Yes, very nice considering we might replace you.
Replace me? What on earth are you talking about?
My dear engine, there's a reason why everyone is raving about us diesels right now. Instead of waiting for ages for steam to build up, all we need is fuel and then a turn of a key and we're off. No coal, no water, no fuss.
I'll tell you that we steam engines don't fuss at all. We do our work properly. You two may be all hip and modern, but I bet that they will soon find a major flaw in you that they didn't see during production.
Pah, what nonsense!
Don't listen to him. Us Class 08s have been here at least half a decade, yet so far we've had no major problems.
Oh, I've heard about all you guys. You're multiplying like rabbits, popping up everywhere and replacing the tank engines.
I say good riddance.
Come on, get moving! Oh my goodness! Ugh. What happened?
You must have overheated.
Seriously? I've only been working for 6 days.
Don't just stand there. Get rid of the smoke and get us another engine.
My word. This is embarrassing. I try not to do it again. Doesn't make you look so good.
It wasn't my fault. Probably the fuel.
Oh well. We mustn't keep the passengers waiting.
Hello. I don't believe we've met. Great to see another one of my type.
Yeah, but not at the works, mate. Let me guess, you overheated.
Why, yes. Did that happen to you?
It happened to me and another Class 28 as well. This isn't good news at all.
Oh no. Do you think there's a problem with us that they didn't catch?
Maybe, but hopefully there's a quick fix.
Thank goodness you're back. Did they fix you?
Yes. Apparently it's happening to other Class 28s as well.
See, I told you.
Oh, rubbish. It's probably just a minor fault. They'll just bring all the diesels back to the workshop and fix it, and then we'll be fine.
I hope so.
Hello? What's happened?
You're not going to believe it, but my cab windows fell out.
Fell out?
Yes. Apparently I'm not the first Metrovic to have this problem.
About that, I've just heard some news. Apparently all Metrovics are going to be handed back to our manufacturer to get revamped.
Revamped?
Yes, supposedly they're going to fix our problems.
Well, that's good news. They can fix us once and for all.
Alright, you lot, listen up. We finished all the Class 28 revamps. Alright. However, on orders of British Rail, all Metrovics are now to be based at Barrow-in-Furness for local passenger and freight trains.
What? What about our original homes? Aren't we wanted back there?
Well, to put it frankly, you're not.
They've replaced us, haven't they?
To put it frankly, yes.
Rubbish!
That's unfair! Absolute rubbish! Quiet! I'm sorry, but I cannot override this decision.
This is outrageous! They still use steam engines on different parts of the line, yet banish us to Cumbria!
It won't be like that for long. I hadn't realised this, but I just heard someone say that the final steam engine in Britain was built a year or two ago. In a few years there will be no more steam at all. Now, I have to go get my local train ready.
Boy, that's a loud engine. It could use a muffler. Quite so. Never had this problem with steam engines.
Oh, go boil your head. My engine's overheating.
Holy smokes!
Oh my god! What happened?
Get help! BoCo, this is really bad. I don't know if I'm going to make it.
Rubbish! They'll fix you up!
That's what I told my friend. It was the last thing I ever said to him.
Hello, BoCo. I asked them about D5703.
And? How is he?
BoCo, his engine was very burnt up. I'm sorry, but they decided to scrap him.
What? No! How could they do that?
It was just too expensive to repair him.
Rubbish! Absolute rubbish! It wasn't too expensive! They just didn't care! They think we're all useless now!
Calm down, BoCo.
I will not calm down! Curse British Rail and their oppressive agenda! I will not stand for it!
Hey mate, our brother, D5703. He was a charming and hard-working engine. He did not go in vain.
He did die in vain! All he wanted was to be really useful, and they just threw him away! In fact, all we Metrovics want to do is be really useful, but we were cursed with bad engines.
Well, you're right about that.
But why us? Why did it have to be us?
There are things in life that we can't control. It's sad, but it's true. However, what we can control is what we do with what's given to us. In a perfect world, people would help us rather than just cast us aside. But who knows? Someone who looks beyond our engine problems may come along and we'll see what really matters. Our determination.
I hope so. By the way, I forgot. What's your number?
D5705. But they nickname me Vicar.
Oh yes, I remember now. But I tell you, the writing is on the wall for us. Wait. Oh my god! Vulcan? It's you! Oh, I can't tell you how glad I am to see you!
Huh. I can't say the same for myself.
What?
Oh, don't be silly, BoCo. You know what? Your class is just pathetic. I thought you guys were going to be the pride of the line, but you disappointed us.
But that wasn't my fault, and it wasn't my brother's either when he was scrapped.
Well, what can I say? That's what happens to faulty engines, and he unfortunately happened to be a faulty engine.
How dare you! I don't understand. I thought we were friends, Vulcan.
We used to be, but then you Metrovix proved to be a laughingstock, and I most understandably do not want anything to do with failed engines. Good day.
Why, you rotten, backstabbing, betraying son of a...
Ignore him, BoCo. Don't waste your time arguing with him.
You don't understand, Vicar. He was my friend.
A friend would have you back regardless of how broken you were. He only wanted to be associated with pure engines. As soon as he saw your problems, he cast you aside. That's no friend.
But I haven't got any friends left.
Maybe not friends, but you have us.
It's no use anymore. I'm going to fail regardless.
Rubbish. I'll tell you that your brother would not want you to think like that. He'd want you to push on.
Alright, we've got a special goods train that needs to be taken to Brendam on the island of Sodor.
What's so bad about Sodor?
It's an island full of steam engines, and they're not going anywhere soon. Alright. Now, do I have any volunteers?
I guess I'll do it, sir.
Splendid. Dirty diesel.
Another one? Good grief. What's the Fat Controller thinking?
What lovely engines. My word, this is an awful hill. I wonder how many engines get stuck here. Uh-oh! Brakes, driver!
Hello. Sorry about this. Edward here broke down. We'll be late! We've got to catch our ferry! We'll arrange for a backup engine, but this railway's so busy that it might take a while.
He's right. So many engines are getting repairs.
Well then, why doesn't the diesel do it then? We have to take this freight train to the docks.
In a perfect world, people would help us rather than just cast us aside.
Where are you headed?
Brendam Dock Station. Some of the passengers need to get on a ferry.
Hey, driver, I think we could push them and pull the freight train. We're going to the docks as well.
Are you sure? That seems like quite a lot of work.
I think I can do it. We'll get the goods delivered, plus spare the passengers a long wait or a missed boat.
That would be marvellous. Alright then, let's go for it.
I must say, I'm a little surprised. No diesel has ever helped me before.
Well then, this will be your lucky day. My God! I didn't think this would be so heavy!
Interesting. That's a mainland diesel. I've called for Donald to come and take you to the works. Who is that diesel that helped you?
I don't know, sir, but he's definitely not like other diesels I've met.
Hello, what's your name?
Well, they call me BoCo.
Thank you, BoCo, for getting the passengers to the station. You're a very useful diesel.
Thank you, sir. I must admit, I don't hear people call me that too often. Phew! That was hard work. I hope I can make it home.
You've done really well. You've earned a jolly good rest.
Oh dear, not this hill again.
Give it your best effort, buddy.
Come on! Grrr! No! I can't do it! No! I can't fail!
Oh, blast.
This is it! I'm done for!
Oh, rubbish. You're not spewing fire like D5703 was. This is probably an easy fix.
It may be, but it depends if the manager wants me to be fixed.
Well, another diesel broken down, and this one doesn't even live on the island. Ha! That's what you get for being such devils.
Oi, this engine helped rescue a passenger train while pulling a goods train as well. This diesel has worked his arse off today, so you should show him some respect.
Leave it, driver. This engine is only natural to assume that. We diesels have a pretty bad reputation amongst steamers. Just take me back to Barrow, Mr. Steamer.
Well, actually, I'm supposed to take you to Crovid's Gate Works. Our controller's agreed to have you repaired there, and I'll probably send you home.
Oh, really? Wow, that's nice of him.
Oh, hello. Hey, Henry, this is the diesel that helped me and the passengers today.
Really?
Yes, that's me.
You know, I never got the chance to thank you. No foreign diesel has ever been so kind to me. Most just think I'm an old, useless contraption.
Believe me, I'm not old, but I know very well what it's like to be useless.
I know that feeling too. I was a hybrid of several engines when I was first built, and it was very difficult to build up steam. I failed many times, and I was in despair, but the controller never gave up on me, and eventually gave me a rebuild into a much better engine.
I wish our controller was like that. All he cares about is modernization. Our class is barely half a decade old, yet I assure you we're going for the scrap heap. My brother already went there.
My brothers have been scrapped too. I'm the only one left.
Hold on a second. You're a Class 28, aren't you? My driver reads train magazines, and he read all about the troubles your type had. And honestly, I can only sympathize with you greatly based on my own experience.
You shouldn't. I used to be prejudiced towards steam engines. I was just like all the other horrid diesels. I'm clearly not a true engine. The only reason I changed my views on them was because I realized what it was like to be considered inferior.
It's not your fault. You were just brought up that way.
But you know what the wonderful thing is? Through your hardships and suffering, you were formed. That's what makes you different from all those horrible diesels. Only a true engine would help someone who many consider to be an inferior. Like me.
Exactly. Now then, BoCo, we better get you fixed up.
I will warn you, sir, the repairs may not be permanent. My class is known for...
Known for trouble? I know, my dear engine. You're a Class 28, and it saddens me to hear your history.
Yes, I don't think anything will be able to fix us at this point.
Ah, but you're in the hands of Sir Topham Hatt.
And he can just about fix anything.
What you need is to have an engine replacement and overhaul, and you'll be as good as new.
An engine replacement? Sir, you don't have to do that. That will be quite an effort and an expense. Are you sure you want to do that for someone who isn't even your engine?
Well, as a matter of fact, we are in need of a diesel to help run the Brendan branch line. I've spoken to your controller, and we've agreed to negotiate about buying you to work there.
Are you serious?
Of course, if that's okay with you.
Sir, that would be an honor. I can't thank you enough. You are the best man I have ever met. But hold on a second. Will the other engines like me? I'll say that I've met quite a few that didn't seem too pleased.
They're not as judgmental as you think. You'll find that once you've shown yourself, they will consider you just as valuable as any of them. You must understand, of course, that we have had bad experiences with diesels, so that's why they're a bit cautious.
But you will open their eyes quite significantly. Show them what a true diesel is.
And so it was arranged. I was given an overhaul and felt like a new engine. Not long after I arrived, I had quite an encounter with two little engines that almost drove me bonkers. However, Edward and I soon managed to get a grip on them, and now we're all great friends. Some of the engines were a little skeptical to my arrival, especially James and the Scottish twins, but eventually they saw that I was not part of those negative stereotypes. I befriended Gordon in such an amusing way. He still thinks I saved his life when I told Bill and Ben to stop tormenting him. I still don't know if he knows that the twins were only teasing. Unfortunately, starting in 1967, all my remaining brothers were scrapped. All except one, Vicar. His preservation was actually unintentional, but even though all of them and D5703 may not be here physically, their spirits live on. And I know regardless of what happens, my Sodor friends will always have my back. We are all here on the Fat Controllers Railway. We all stick up for each other and help those in times of need. Being on this railway made me realize quite a bit. I used to think being really useful just meant how reliable your engine ran or how fast you went, but it's not. Being really useful and reliable means being there for others and doing the best you can with what you're given. It's not about relying on someone to be there on time or to be free of problems. It's about relying on someone to lend a hand regardless of your problems. I'm proud to be an engine of Sodor, and we team together to help those in need on this magnificent railway.